Let's talk about the OG cat lovers of the world, the ancient Egyptians. Yup, the civilization that gave us massive pyramids, mysterious hieroglyphs, and some of the world's coolest gods also had an obsession with one furry creature, the cat. But these weren't just any cats. They were divine, fierce, and let's be honest, probably a little bit judgy. Before you roll your eyes and say, "Oh, of course cats were important," let me tell you. In ancient Egypt, cats didn't just rule the house, they ruled the afterlife, the streets, and probably your heart. Let's dive into this story and figure out why Egyptians worship these little furballs as if they were Kardashians of the ancient world. So picture this. It's around 4,000 years ago, and Egypt is this bustling agricultural superpower. The Nile is flooding. Crops are growing, but rodents are everywhere. The Egyptians were probably pulling their wigs out trying to figure out how to stop these little grain thieves. And then, out of the reeds, saunters the ultimate solution, a wildcat. And not just any wildcat. Think of them as the great-great-great-grandparent of your moody house cat. Cue the Egyptians looking at these cats like, "Oh my Ra, we've found our savior." Cats naturally started hanging around granaries, hunting mice and rats, and voila, instant heroes. Imagine the cats were like, "All I wanted was a snack, and suddenly I'm the MVP of this entire civilization." Fast forward a bit, and cats went from mouse hunters to full-on deities. Seriously, the Egyptians took their cat worship very seriously. Cats were seen as sacred animals, often associated with the goddess Bastet, the protector of home, fertility, and love. Bastet wasn't just some minor figure either. She was a legit powerhouse goddess, often shown with a cat's head, and people would even have statues of cats in their homes to honor her. Can you imagine? Forget having just a regular cat tree, these folks were practically building shrines to their pets. "Oh, this is Whiskers. She's our family cat. Also, she's a divine emissary of a powerful goddess. No big deal." The Egyptians loved their cats so much they'd go to extreme lengths to protect them. Killing a cat? That was a crime punishable by death. Yeah, you heard that right. If you accidentally stepped on a cat's tail and things went south, you better start making peace with the gods. Imagine ancient Egyptian court cases. "Your Honor, the cat walked into my spear. It was an accident, I swear." Nope, no excuses. And when the cats passed on? Well, they weren't just buried in the backyard. Oh no, these majestic creatures got the royal treatment. They were mummified, just like the pharaohs. So your cat didn't just leave paw prints in your heart, but also probably in the sands of time. As Egypt grew, so did its global connections. And wouldn't you know it, the fame of the Egyptian cat spread far and wide. Egyptian cats were so highly valued that they started getting exported. It wasn't long before cats became global influencers, spreading their paws to ancient Greece and Rome. Who knew cats were ancient jet-setters? They went international before it was cool. Cleopatra may have been a famous Egyptian export, but let's be real, the cats were the real deal. Here's a wild one for you. The ancient Egyptians actually used cats in warfare. It's believed that during the Battle of Pelusium, the Persians used Egypt's love for cats to their advantage. They allegedly threw cats onto the battlefield, and the Egyptians, not wanting to harm these sacred creatures, held back. Imagine being a soldier, sword in hand, ready for battle. And then suddenly you're like, "Oh no, not the kittens. No way you're throwing a spear now." So the next time you see your cat sitting there, ignoring you, just remember, they've got 4,000 years of history and worship backing them up. They've gone from revered gods of ancient Egypt to ruling our homes today, one aloof head rub at a time. Let's be honest, we're not their owners, we're their servants. And after this, who could argue? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this feline journey through time, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe give your cat some extra treats. It's the least you can do after learning they were once gods.